people? It's me again, L Teddy 27. This is Angry Teacher Chronicles, and this is Behind the Bleachers, episode 3. 3, 3, 3, 3. Alright, so let's get to it. Couple quick things, and we'll be off. First thing is first, appreciate you and everybody who is watching. However you got here, if you clicked, you subscribed, you rang the notification bell, whatever you decided to do, appreciate you for doing it. All right, so let me start with the NCAA Final Four, which happened on Saturday. I just lost my train of thought. And we have the championship game tonight with Virginia versus Texas Tech. So I'll be watching that tonight. I'm trying to figure out. Well, I'll get it done probably tomorrow morning. I'll watch after the game. I'll watch, and after I, watch One Shining Moment, because I told you how much I love watching the One Shining Moment song with Luther at the end of the championship game. Anyway, so I gotta watch Love and Hip Hop Atlanta episode 4 and do the review for that after the game. So I guess either I'm gonna do it tonight or I'll do it early in the morning before I go to work. Whatever, I'll get it done. It'll be up hopefully tomorrow, the review for that. Yeah. So, but you got Virginia versus Texas Tech. Virginia beat Auburn. Yes, and Texas Tech beat Michigan State. Am I right about that? I think that's how it went. Whatever. I'm thinking in my brain. Yes, I think that's how it went. Whatever. I don't remember, but that's not what we're focusing on today. First things first. Behind the Bleachers, big congratulations to Kofi Kingston, who last night won WrestleMania 35. He is the second ever black person to win, and it's been 35 WrestleManias. That does not speak well to you, WWE, but congratulations to him. Reason I've included that in Behind the Bleachers is because it's not really gossip, it's not really salacious, but if you go back and look at the footage, that epic threesome menage a trois orgy that they had in the middle of the ring after he won, where Kofi is sobbing or whatnot and they were humping each other, was so hilarious. But big congratulations to them. I guess if you think about it, it makes sense that wrestling, professional wrestling, or WWE WrestleMania is staged, because there's no way you're going to get me to believe in this great world of mine that in 35 WrestleManias only 2 black people have won. Let's just think about this. Let's really, because anytime we as black people get in any athletic or sports arena, who always comes out on top? Let's just be honest. Go roll it back in your mind. Think about all of the times. Yeah, it's us. So, since it's staged, white people like to, stack the deck. So that makes sense. So congratulations to him. He's the first Native African to win. All right, he's the second black person because we know Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who's multiracial, and if you got to drop a black in you, then they consider you black. So, but he's not, he's multiracial. And so he's considered the first. Kofi Kingston is considered the second. So, in WWE history. So, but that was WrestleMania 35 last night. He won. Congratulations to him. Next, the next 2 stories are making, hold on. Coffee. Next 2 stories, I feel like we're going to morph into an NA meeting, a Narcotics Anonymous meeting. Why? Because motherfuckers got drug problems in these social media streets, okay? Meaning these bitches are getting drugged up and down the social media streets, okay? We got drug problems going on because bitches are getting drugged, okay? So First story is KD versus Richard Jefferson. All right, so we got KD, or as I like to term him, bitch boy KD, because he's a bitch boy. He is a bitch boy. Bitch boy KD, I almost said JD. Bitch boy KD is all in his feelings. And every little thing that anybody says, he takes as a slight against him. God forbid it's in social media that he really goes ham. So, Richard Jefferson, who was in the NBA as well, recently retired. He's a commentator now. Richard Jefferson, I believe it was yesterday or Saturday night. I don't remember. It's been a long weekend. A lot of alcohol involved this week. Anyway, he was commentating a game. Okay, he was doing play-by-play for a game that KD was in, and so it was kind of some downtime. So he started to talk about, the whole thing about KD leaving Oklahoma City Thunder to go join the Golden State Warriors after they had lost to the Golden State Warriors. And so he referenced how, in the street, when you play and you and your team lose against another team, you always say, hey, run it back. Let's do it again. Same team, run that bitch back. And because you want to win with your people, because if you feel like, nah, y'all can't beat me, you're not going to go join the other team. So that was the point he was trying to make. KD, bitch boy KD, who can never let anything go, took to Twitter. No, did he take Twitter? Yes, I think it was on Twitter. Whatever. And then he began, no, I think he took the Instagram. Whatever, it was Instagram or Twitter. And he began to say, oh, so everybody from the streets now. To which Richard Jefferson went into this long thing about, hey, my mom, was a single mom, and she had to get me and my brothers out of the streets so one of us can make it and we didn't get shot on the same corner. My dad got shot on, and you should know, you can relate to single mom, da da da. It was a back and forth. All because bitch boy KD was in his fucking feelings and can't never let shit go. If you are in the public eye, bitch boy KD, and you are one of the top 3 arguably players in the NBA, you gotta think people are gonna have commentary on you, okay? Good and bad. Get over it. But he can never let shit go. Bitch boy KD can never let shit go. It started when he came out of Texas when he came out of college. And everybody talked about how he was too slight and too slender, and he couldn't bench press at the combine or whatever, and he took real offense to that and has never gotten over that. So he's always had that chip on his shoulder, and so he never likes when people in the media or people on social media, my head looks real awkward, talk about him. Whatever, he's a bitch boy. Get out your feelings, KD, okay? So, yeah, they out in these social media streets windmilling, bitch. But that's not the epic windmilling session. The epic one is the one we're going to talk about now. Baby, hey, the good dish ragging and mollywopping that's going on between these next two. So, you got Antonio Brown versus Juju Smith-Schuster. That coffee is quite good today. All right. So Antonio Brown, almost like Juju, and not Juju. Oh shit. Almost like bitch boy KD. But I kind of understand Antonio Brown a little bit because he's from my hometown. He's a Miamian. He's a city boy. Well, not a city boy because he grew up in New Orleans. But New Orleans area, that's not the city. We call the city Liberty City in Miami. That's when you're a city boy. But anyway, I understand him because he got that Miami mentality. A Miami mentality is this: you never let no shit go. You don't give a fuck. You ready to get out in these streets and mollywop a bitch and dish rag a bitch all day long. So Juju Smith Schuster seems to have a drug problem because he's getting drugged and then he's going out and he's dragging Antonio Brown. So then Antonio Brown has a drug problem. The drug problem is going on all through these streets. This is Narcotics Anonymous apparently or whatever. Anyway, so it all started when Juju. I really think it started like a week and a half ago when Juju Smith Schuster talked about. Oh, he tweeted, yeah, he tweeted that, oh, he was so glad to be working with Ben Roethlisberger and so forth and so on. Antonio Brown then fires back with a tweet saying, oh, you can't trust the word of somebody who ain't got paid yet because they going to say whatever they got, basically saying that they going to say whatever they got to say to get the money. Then, the Steelers, they have like internal team awards, and Juju Smith Schuster won the MVP, the team MVP award, like internally or whatever. Antonio Brown took offense to that. Then Antonio Brown took offense to. Then Antonio Brown started saying, tweeting, saying, "Oh well, Steelers fans, you got to get over it and get out your feelings and get out your emotions." And just, it's over, let it go. I left by my Raiders jersey. Really? Then he started talking about keep your emotions off the internet. Then, mind you, he's the emotional one. Then Juju came back and Juju was kind of hurt by it, you could tell. So Juju was like, what did he say? Oh, Juju says, I can't believe that, how big people's egos get when all I did when I first came in the league was I supported you and I was your friend and I looked up to you and all of this, that, and the third. And I can't believe you did this to me. He's all emotional in his feelings. Antonio Brown, AB could have no parts of it. He gave a shit about his emotions and how he was saying. Antonio Brown went in again with his saying, keep your emotions off the internet. Juju got mad. It's so hard to keep up because I'm trying to go back through and make sure I ain't missing nothing because the back and forward. Oh, Antonio Brown. That's when Antonio Brown came back and talked about Juju. Antonio Brown did this after Juju won the little award. That's when he got in his feelings. And he said, emotion, boy fumbled the whole postseason in the biggest game of the year, exclamation point. Everyone went blind to busy making guys famous. Not enough reality these days, exclamation point. By the way, check the list. It was a bunch of bullshit. I can't even make sense of it because this shit doesn't seem like it's in standard English. But whatever. And then Juju came back with keep your emotions off the internet. A mess. And then, and then that's when Juju talked about, I ain't been nothing but happy for you since you got traded. I can't believe you came at me like this, that, and the third. He all up at arms. Antonio Brown. And then he tweets this Mark Twain quote saying, never argue with a fool. Onlookers may not be able to tell the difference. And, that's just, it is what it is. Antonio Brown is from Miami. I can tell you right now, he don't give a shit about Juju Smith-Schuster and his feelings and emotions. How I feel about it is this. Let it go, Antonio Brown. Just like you told the Steelers fans to let it go on, you need to let it go. Whatever the Steelers got going on, now that you are going, let that shit go. Get over it and move on. You don't even need to comment on them. You don't need to comment on their players because you from Miami. And when you from Miami, like I'm from Miami, when a bitch got some shit to say about you, what you gonna do? You gonna say, hey, you looking for me? Hi, I'm right here. You need me? Because I'm out here in these streets. If you want, you can get some too. Bitch, you will get dish-ragged, mollywopped, all of that shit. We can start the windmilling because you about to have this good drug problem because I'm about to drag you all through these streets. You going to be drugged, bitch. All right, let me move on. So that's our Narcotics Anonymous section of Behind the Bleachers. Okay? Because bitches got drug problems. Bitches get drug in these streets. Our last story is a story of support. So yesterday was the Miami Beach Gay Pride celebration. Yesterday was Miami Beach Gay Pride celebration. So, who is there, at this celebration? None other than, we talked about him, I believe, on our last Behind the Bleachers, Zion Wade, 11-year-old son of Dwayne Wade. So, his whole family comes out and support him. I'm not going to say he's coming out because I don't know if he was already out or not. But, this is him publicly, expressing, now, him publicly expressing who he is. You can see the pictures here. His dad tweeted a picture of him with Gabrielle. His dad tweeted another picture with him and the family and friends. And then his brother Zaire tweeted a pic with him, to show support. I told y'all on that last Behind the Bleachers that mama girl, the way she was sashaying across that stage, baby, she was letting you know, I'm here for it. I am here for it. And she is. I'm so happy and so pleased to see that Dwayne Wade and Gabby and his brother Zaire and the whole family are there to support him. Because that's what an 11-year-old needs. An 11-year-old child, I don't care what it is, they need support of the adults around them and their family. So I'm glad to see that. I have seen on my Twitter and on my Facebook and on my Instagram some the homophobes are coming out of hiding. And I told you last time on Behind the Bleachers too, when we talked about him and the runway thing, that the homophobes would start to come out. And they are. So, it is what it is. It's sports, and sports, like a lot of other arenas that shall remain nameless, is one of the arenas where you still have a lot of homophobes. So it is what it is. But kudos to Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union and the Wade family for supporting Zion, who appears to be that he's in the LGBT family. I don't know which letter, because there are 1,000 letters in LGBTQIA, and I don't know which one he identifies with. But kudos to him, happy for him, and happy that his family and Dwayne are supporting him. I put the pictures up for you so you can see. So kudos to him. Not going to go into the whole thing because some people wanted to ask me about how I felt that an 11-year-old was making a statement. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry. Some people asked me how I felt about an 11-year-old making this kind of statement that was really young. And I said, it is what it is. So maybe we'll talk about that on another edition. That's all I got for y'all. These are Behind the Bleachers. This is Angry Teacher Chronicles. I am L Teddy 27. Thank y'all for coming. See y'all next time, and y'all drive safely.